Hi, it's me again with CorelDraw Tips and Tricks. Somebody's trying to design this and they're going off of someone else's video that does a really good job, but it's a short video with just music and they can't quite get it how to do one step. So I'm going to make this a 10-inch circle. It doesn't really matter what size. And I'm going to put it in the center of the page. I am going to make a duplicate of this by hitting the plus key on the keyboard and start moving and then hold down my control button so it'll be perpendicular to go to that quadrant. Then I'm going to make another plus and I'm going to put it right here. Now in the gentleman's video that does it, he makes a duplicate of that and then he centers it in between these items, but it's not what the person is trying to do is go Control G and then hit P and then hit P on this, but it doesn't center it the way it needs to be, if you can see the distance in the spaces. So in this case, we need to find the center. So this is a Corel deal. This looks like it'd be centerable, but it's a triangular type item, just like a triangle won't center. So we need to find the center of this space, which is the center, but there's nothing to reference your lines to. It's just an edge all the way around. So what you can do is take your Smart Fill tool and fill that in and then nudge it out of the way. Left click, right click. And now with this line, it's going to have indexing points or midpoints of that line. So just go from there to there, midpoint from there to there. And this one's going to say a node and then go from there to there. That is your center of that item. Now, because we've nudged, we can get rid of this, take these lines and nudge them over. Nudge them over, and that's the center of our drawing. So now we can take our ellipse and put it in the center of that, and that's all we need to do. Now, the gentleman that makes the other video takes away a lot of these other lines and fills them in, but you don't really have to. I mean, he does a great job, but if you're going to make them with the interactive fill tool, and I'm never going to erase something like that, I'm going to nudge out of the way. And then I'm going to, I need to nudge my lines back because I'm going to use them for rotating. So I'm going to go, first of all, before I do anything, I'm going to use the interactive fill tool. That way they'll all be equal. So I'm going to go from here to here, and I'm going to add some darkness to that edge, and maybe not quite that much. Then we can take this and Control D and make a duplicate and move the center rotation right there and go 120 degrees and Control D, and then take away your lines. And voila, you have that item. It looks like it's twisted. It looks like it's going underneath the other one. And you could still do a lot of stuff to it. You could add an outline to each one of them. You might not even be able to see that because it's a hairline, but you could make it thicker. You could add an outline. I don't think it needs it. So I'm going to leave it like that. And then like always, for some reason, when you put a black box around it, it just makes it stand out, especially if there's some shadow. And the other thing you can do, Control G to group that, Control D to duplicate it. Grab this right here and mirror it down. And actually, I normally would use the transparency tool, but you could also go with the interactive fill tool. Well, maybe that's because it's not grouped together. Maybe that won't work. I've got a group of 3 objects. I wonder if we go and ungroup it, but then grab it and combine it. I wonder if that'll work, or will it take everything away? Yeah, see, it doesn't work. So we've got individuals, so we need to group them together with Control G. I would think, I guess the interactive fill tool is not going to do it because it's got so many. I'm just trying to get some lighter. So you're going to use the transformation docker or just make it lighter. If you were wanting to make it like a shadow, or not a shadow, but a reflection in a pond. So it's just a little bit lighter. And then when you bring in your black box, it looks really light. So that's not the best example, but this is pretty cool. Anyway, I hope that helped them a little bit. Thank you for watching.